On this day, I would just like to remind everybody of the horrors that indigenous peoples have endured over the years. Um, I didn't even know about this. I know a lot about residential schools, but I did not know about this. Like the majority of these schools had electric chairs. Electric chairs for children. What was the sole purpose of these residential schools, you might ask? Well, the goal was to assimilate Indians into society. The Canadian government operated Indian residential schools in partnership with the Anglican, Catholic, etc., churches. The Canadian government was financially responsible for Indian residential schools. They were forced to get shots. They were forced to be experimented on. Here is a article from April 26th. It states that the government did not inform the majority of parents of these children that they were conducting these research experiments on. According to this article and many other articles alike, a church magazine says federal health tests were conducted in BC and Ontario in residential schools in the 1940s and also the 30s. when they when they spoke their language or just didn't want to, participate in these insane experiments or, just go along with this craziness, they were forced to, stand there and hold their hands up in the air. Many had to stand on their beds with their hands up. If they peed themselves, they would have to hold their underwear in their hands. And they also, if they did something bad, like if they stole some food because they were hungry because they weren't fed, they were, the nurses, or not the nurses, the nuns forced these children to place their hands underneath cold water, and then they would strap them with a device like this. Here are some very disturbing drawings, and they tell a story of genocide that still continues today. If you look at this, the majority